post a thing. That's posted. Okay, we have Crane versus Crab. Djinncito is running what I understand to be an infamous scouted terrain crane deck that functions basically off the back of Doji Diplomat. And I don't know why I said Crab. This deck's running Crab Splash. It looks to be more of a tower-oriented strategy. We are seeing Chancellor come out, or Chancellor's Aid come out. Make sure everything is legible for you guys. Okay. There's a Doji Diplomat and a Master of the Court is purchased off of Suma, so his Voice of Honor and the Master of the Court's Cancel is online. Ryou pops Storehouse. Diplomat comes down to get the party started early. We see a Pledge of Loyalty and a Weight of Duty flipped. So now honored characters aren't going to leave play. And Imedalia. Hopefully Jigoku doesn't die in the process of this, or, you know, work doesn't take me away for something. I'll have to mute if that happens. We see 5 bids from both players. Interestingly, release the hounds. The Scouted Terrain deck is running Shizuka Toshi, the do nothing crane box that does nothing until it does everything. Let me cut my video so I can change settings so I can keep an eye on work as well. Okay, we've missed nothing. It looks like Doji Challenger is going to go in. Safe bet's probably Suma, and the Imperial Palace is the RL card. That feels shocking. I haven't seen one of those virtually or in person in forever. Djinncito's not going to defend because someone's going to get harpooned in the challenger anyway. Yeah, I mean, it does turn on favors. It's just weird. I guess since it's not running Kakita, Kyuden Kakita, Toshimoko is not the best choice. And you need to protect the scouted terrain because having your 4 fate events get cancelled really sucks. Challenger pulls in the Master of the Court. I assume we're going to see a duel here off the Kakita Dojo. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday so far. Mine is going well enough. Work is slow enough I can do this. There's a pass from Djinncito. I was starting to get concerned that Jigoku had died again. Work is really good at being slow and painful. I just had a bunch of extra duties thrown on me that I'm being passive aggressive about doing, so you guys get to benefit from that by me doing this instead. Yeah, but these are two different crane decks, so they can potentially play differently. Maybe. Like, I fully expect the Chancellor's Aide to get killed for a common cause. Whereas Djinncito really only cares about flipping as many provinces as he can. And he's most of the way there already. So, found Magistrate Station. That's unfortunate. Suman did get broken. I don't know, but I like defending with Chancellor's Aide. It's going to get bowed anyway. Unless you step one, drop a fan or something. Apologies for the random noises in the background. My dog is being a dog. It's the one thing she's good at. We do see a fan come down, so Shizuka Toshi will continue to do nothing. I don't think there's any attachment control in Djinncito's deck. There is an assassination, though. That'll work as attachment control. Where are you located, Medalia, if this is a mid-afternoon stream for you? Because it's 10 a.m. where I am. Oh, you're in the UK. Okay, cool. I used to have family out there just outside London. Let's see, we see the Magistrate Station stand the Challenger. And now it's time for the Imperial Palace and City of the Rich Frog to go away. Firing is a good choice because it can't dishonor the Master of the Court, which will prevent it from sticking in play. Steward of Law comes down. Is Ryou running assassination? Yes, he's running one of. Oh, but there's an... Well, actually, yeah, I'd totally take that trade. Either way, the Master of the Court goes away. Yep, there's an RTO. So that's not really going to accomplish much of anything, I don't think. Because if there's a for shame in hand, the RTO is not going to stop that. Seeker, they're both Seeker Void. Yep. Ryou running that for scouted terrain, and I would assume Djinncito Seeker Void to leverage weight of duty, but that feels bad because City of the Rich Frog is face up, so he's not getting the extra Seeker Fate from it. There's the expected for shame. I guess we'll see a common cause here now. Oh, what is he? Oh, Chancellor's 8. Okay, yep, so it is a common cause. So they'll both pitch a card for it. And Master of the Court cancels a common cause. Because paying the cost for common cause involves sacking the Chancellor's Aid, so both of them do have to pitch a card for that, and then the effects get cancelled by Master of the Court. That's right, because I guess it hasn't been played yet. So you can discard the common cause to the Chancellor's Aid. It is ridiculous, is probably the best way of putting it. That actually came out okay for Ryou. Master Court was going to go away, but that means that Djinncito had the way of the crane, and so the Master Court was never going to go away. But Ryou's Voice of Honors are turned on. I assume he's running Voice of Honor. There's no reason for Crane not to. And yes, there are 3 of them. And there's one of them to stop the Master of the Court from sticking around. I'm pretty sure I don't know what they're going to pick here. I guess Djinncito would realistically pick the scouted terrain. Well, he doesn't really have a board to support it. I don't know what you would give Ryou, though. Probably the bonsai. It's the least persistent thing there. What's the waste shoot? The perfect gift or the voice to cancel the Way of the Crane? Well, he did put one on there. The one Fate Master Court. Yeah, I guess he was saving his fate for something. Well, there's the basic truism of L5R and of life in general. One is none and two is one. So that one fate actually wound up being none, and two fate would have been one. We see City of the Rich Frog get a bunch of rally cards on it. Um, let's see. Djinncito took Gossip and gave Bonsai. What does the Beloved Advisor do? Oh, card draw. So I guess Djinncito's going to buy the Benevolent Host and probably snag the Diplomat. Oh, no, he just, I mean, that makes sense too, right? There's no sense to get it for free or to get it off of the Benevolent Host. So I guess he's going to get the Beloved Advisor. Crane sure likes to make it known that they are nice people. Uh, two Void Provinces flip on both sides, so they each get a fate. Kind of a neat interaction. Veterans is going to have a bunch of glory now. So him being honored actually represents a significant pile of stats. There's Hotaru with 1 off of Suma, so she is also a significant pile of stats. Season of War. Get some new cards. I think that season, what do we got? Favorable Grounds. I think that season worked out worse for Djinncito. Oh, it's good to see Doji Gift Giver seeing some play again. So he's going to try again. Clearly he is digging for something. Probably a... He's still got a pile of fate, so that Callow with Kageyu can be a nice little interaction. The Doji Diplomat's just a body at this point, and not a very good one. Excuse me for a moment. My dogs are retarded. Okay, sorry about that. My dog decided to throw her toy behind a cabinet and make a bunch of noise to get the toy, and in the process found like a week old treat in addition to her toy. So we see the Master of Court get bought with a bunch of fate. Having learned the lesson of one is none and two is one. There's a diplomat and the Callow. So the Callow can't keep anyone alive for an extra turn off of Pledge of Loyalty. Both players bid 5. No money for Scouted Terrain, so Ryou has a turn here. Doesn't really have the bodies to support the weight of duty. I'm assuming there's going to be a couple conflict characters. There's one Doji Fumiki, and she got Et earlier to a perfect gift. Oh no, that shuffles back in. Okay. Diplomat's going to do a little poke. Along with the Callow. It is a Void Province, so weight of duty is going to fire. Weight of duty is now not going to fire nearly as much if the steward goes in. Defending the challenger. There's a magistrate station up, and the steward is there, so it can't get dishonored, but it can lose the honor token. I'm not super fond of that defense. Oh, they went military. Okay. So have a Callow honors Master of the Court to bow and dishonor the challenger. There goes the bonsai that he was gifted earlier. Military fire seems good, because that'll straighten the challenger off a magistrate station, or dishonor the Master of the Court. There's choices. Weight of duty is also a good hit. There are no characters. Well, it's already been used as well, so it's largely irrelevant what it does. There's no defense, not a lot of point to defending, not a lot of point to playing cards. And weight of duty chunks down. Master Court gets dishonored. And there's a second Way of the Crane. And there's a ready on Hotaru. So far, nothing terribly surprising has happened. What are we waiting for, Tomoyo? Right? Because I guess this deck isn't running any duels, or enough duels to make Cute and Kakita matter. It almost did something. Turn 1 when a Chancellor's 8 defended. But an Ornate Fan came down, so Shizuku Toshi continues to be the do-nothing stronghold. Yep, we are going to see one of the favorable grounds. Oh no, there's only one. The other one's the Daidoji Marketplace. That's probably going to pull. Oh, it went to Magistrate Station. Yeah, that's definitely going to. Hotaru's going to get favorable grounded in. Yep, this is still going on. No scouted plays yet. I don't think Djinncito had the board. I think he saw one through a perfect gift. Took a gossip instead because he didn't have the board to support it. Nope, he's just gonna. Oh no, he went over to City of Rich Frog. What is going on? He hasn't gone anywhere yet. I'm not paying attention. Apparently, I haven't figured out how to talk and look at a screen at the same time. He is still trying to figure out where to go. Yeah, it's a crazy world we live in. That one little doji diplomat makes a Shizuku Toki scouted terrain deck like good. Okay, so he finally locked in City of the Rich Frog on Void. A Wealth of Strain gets played, and there's a censure for that. So I think here Kakita Ryou is going to let that go and put some pressure on Djinncito. Gossip comes down. Cannot reprieve. And he is running 3 of them, so the Hotaru is going to go away. Goes to Kaze no Kame. I guess to force the Kageyu play. I feel like going to Rich Frog still would have been better though. Not much doing against a political skill of 9. If you're going to leave Rich Frog up, I kind of would have preferred to go air. To apply some kind of dishonor pressure. So Kageyu comes out to, I guess, keep the favor. There's a break on the market. Kageyu dupe gets discarded, and challenger straightens, so Djinncito will maintain favor. Yeah, I would have much preferred air, because I assume that benevolent advisor is going to get discarded to refill Rich Frog. Yeah, and Pledge of Loyalty don't do much for defense. It can be a very rough defense here. And not a super great flip for Djinncito. And that Kakita Dojo is going to make that defense even harder. I think you've got the 10 Fate. I think you definitely buy both the Veterans and the Hotaru, since those are both on Suma, and he is a massive stat stick right now. Djinncito chooses to hard pass. Feels like a bold choice. And I think you just walk forward on military here. And Kageyu's probably going to get bowed out to the Kakita Dojo. I don't play Crane very often. I don't really see a good way out for this, for Djinncito here. Doji Challenger goes home from Outwit. You might as well click to gain honor. I think as Ryou, you just pass here. With both magistrate stations still being up and a straight Doji Challenger at home. Yeah, that's definitely sad pants. Katana comes down on the Veterans, and that is game. Alright, well, that is the game in the bag. Kakita Ryou came out ahead. Perhaps scouted terrain is not as solid as is hoped. It may have just gotten a series of bad flips. I'm sure if it had seen cheaper characters earlier in the game. Right? If you look at it that way, scouted terrain actually does nothing. Because all you have to do is break 3 provinces, and, you know, those were relatively squishy provinces. Alright, well, thank you for joining. If there's any other games today, things are going slow enough for me, I should be able to stream them if I hear about them, unless someone else decides to catch them first. Hope everyone had a good time. Enjoy your Fridays and your weekend, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.